Welcome back to the Dividend Diplomat YouTube channel, guys. You've got Bert, the Hurt, and Lanny, guys. And we are here to talk to you guys not about one, not two, not three, but five ETFs that have finally released their Q3 dividend distribution. And the question is, was it all growth? Did some take a step back? Did some surprise us during the quarter, guys? Let's find out.
Smash that subscribe button, everybody. Give this video a thumbs up. Help your boys get to 20,000. We are oh so close, guys. So please holla at your boys, the Dividend Diplomats. We're going to talk to you today about 5 Vanguard ETFs and see, did they help you grow your passive income? Did you lose passive income? Are they going to get you more passive income than Bitcoin? Are they going to get you more passive income than Berkshire Hathaway? Are they going to get you more Bitcoin than, more? Okay, I'm just going to stop talking here. Let's talk some ETFs, Lanny.
We're going to step into the Vanguard space, guys. We do this almost every quarter now where we talk about five popular
Mhm.
Vanguard ETFs and we look at what their Q3 dividend was, their year to date dividend has been, and look at the growth rate to see if they're meeting, exceeding, or falling below expectations on the quarter or year to date, guys. So we're going to look at VYM, VOO, VGK, VIG, and VTI. We're going to go one by one, guys. Let's go, guys, to the Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF. Yes, the one I've been buying every single week for well over now 4 years. Yep. No, I didn't cuss. Kids out there, I did not cuss, did not drop it. But VYM came out with a nice, let me just make sure that this dividend is right that I put there. You want to fact check me there, Bert?
Yeah,
Um,
we'll pull that up here. We'll fact check. It's been a
let's
fun
fact check it.
it's been a fun time for dividend increases because as we just talked about yesterday, VYM's rival SCHD announced a 15% banger of an increase to their Q3 dividend. So let's pull this in here. Let's see, how did VYM stack up. Let's see, did they let them know in that third quarter, Lanny? Let's pull this up here. Let's
So that third quarter was 85.11 cents. And, comparing that to, last year's third quarter of 0.7846 cents, you're looking at 8.48% increase
Hmm.
year over
Okay.
year for that quarter. So I don't know. What do you think about that, Bird? What do you think about that, Chico?
Well, let's take a step back here before we opine on it. Let's see, how is their year to date dividend catching up. Fiscal year 2024, it's $2.53 and some change. Throwing a fourth decimal there. We don't need to get to that. Compare that to last year, it's $2.3785 by the end of Q3. It's a 6.38% growth rate. So this one helps them outpace their average growth rate for the year. So VYM, it's great. I don't care. Sure, SCHG had a 15% dividend increase, but who cares? VYM with an 8% dividend growth rate is fantastic right now. A lot of dividend stocks would kill it for an 8% rate.
Yeah, and on the year to date, versus year to date, 6.38. I've always said VYM. You can probably go back to even before I started this 4 year investing cycle. This probably goes back 10 years ago almost when because I've owned VYM in an IRA for a long time. I've always said they're about a 6 to 8% growth rate, and they're following kind of right in that mix on the year to date. So they're meeting expectations.
Yeah.
This quarter slightly exceeded the expectation. So again, I'll
Well,
take anything north of 8% from VYM.
yeah, I'll take everything north of 8.47% from VYM. So 8.48 crushed it. So that was VYM. Let's move into the S&P 500 fund. Let's move into VOO. So we hopefully, since it's modeling the S&P 500, you want to see some solid dividend growth here. Their Q3 dividend is $1.63 and 86.86. Next, compared to last year, $1.49 and change. That's a 9.79% increase. Bada bing.
Yeah, bigger than VYM, which you would expect because
Yeah,
there's the S&P 500 is lower yielding. Year to date, $4.96.5 versus $4.55.61. So year to date, they're up almost 9% as well. So pretty similar growth rates on the quarter to date and year to date so far. Hey, it's working as it should.
yeah,
Net expectations for me.
yeah. That's exactly what I was gonna say. If you,
And to be honest, it kind of slightly exceeded because I'm always VOOs to me has always been 7 to 9%. So they kind of went a little bit above this quarter.
yeah, I expect a little bit more than VYM, so check that box and met those expectations. Let's go to Vanguard's VIG, the Dividend Appreciation Fund. This is one I've joined you. I've been buying one share per week of VIG. I'm loving the position. I'm loving seeing the growth of VIG. And Laney, how much of VIG do you buy on a consistent basis?
Hey, I buy $50 a day, $250 a week into the VIG. Yes, you know me trying to get to financial freedom, baby.
Almost had it with the last, right? Almost had it. So was their dividend. It was Q3 was 83.51 cents compared to 77.05. That's an 8.38% growth rate. Year to date, 250, $2.50 compared to $2.29, a 9.20% growth rate. So a little bit under that year to date amount for them.
But at the end, my
Fantastic.
scale has always been on the trifecta for Vanguard: VYM 6 to 8, VOO 7 to 9, VIG 8 to 10. So VIG actually right now is the only one out of the three that are actually in the range on both.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was hoping for a little bit more than 8%. I was surprised VOO outpaced VIG. But, again, year to date and quarter to date in that 8 to 10% expectation, I'm all good with that.
Yeah, what's remarkable is how consistent that Vanguard trifecta you betcha was with that 8% for VIM, the 9.79% for VOO, and the 8.38% for VIG. All are very strong and very solid dividend increases. It's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, you take that all day, twice on Sundays. Let's just say that those positions that I have, the impact on
Woo-wee.
forward income. Let's see here. From my taxable account, just to do a little tease here. Yeah, forward income went up a good, oh, I don't know, just from the increases this quarter, about $67.
There you go.
Um,
That should tell you
so
everything you need to know. That's why we like and we monitor these dividend increases like a hawk. Okay. We're through the trifecta, you betcha. Let's go into another one here. Let's cross the pond here, Lanny. Let's head over to Europe. Let's talk VGK. Tell us about that dividend increase.
yeah, so VGK guys, they were really outperforming quite a bit through the second quarter. Now the third quarter, they got their legs taken out, guys, because Vanguard's European ETF VGK, which I've owned for close to, gosh, well over a decade, maybe a dozen years or so, and then IRA. And now it's nostalgia at this point, but they had only announced a 17.08 cent dividend, which does not compare favorably, well under their 26.06 cents from last year's third quarter, down about 34%. And then you kind of flash up the year to date 24 versus year to date 23, pretty much on par with the same as last year, up 5 basis points. So no growth so far. So fourth quarter is really going to have to bring it.
Like watching the Browns out there. They start out strong and then they blow the lead with a terrible third quarter. And now we're back to even. Let's see. Can they deliver in the fourth quarter? Can they deliver that victory for Lanny in his
Yeah,
nostalgia?
it's like watching the Cavs. I mean, any sort of Cavs playoff game in that third quarter was always brutal.
Yes. All right. So last but not least, VTI, the Vanguard Total Index Fund. A nice little alternative to VOO that let's see how the dividend growth stacks up here. I think we're going to be a little bit pleasantly surprised. Q3,
I think so.
87.07 cents compared to last year, 79.84 cents, a 9.06% increase. Stacked up to last year, they've now paid dividends at $2.73 and change compared to $2.41 and change, a 13.35% increase this year compared to last year.
Yeah, I mean, they are taking the cake here across the board on these five Vanguard ETFs. So, the argument of VO over is VTI. Hey, VTI this year so far is winning the dividend growth battle. You can't go wrong with either or, guys. So don't debate it too much or don't overthink. If you're still looking to invest, you don't know which ETF to buy, and you're looking between VO or VTI, just buy one and just stick with it. You'll be just fine. But yeah, wow, VTI kind of met expectations for the quarter, but they're still crushing it and exceeding expectations on that year to date with 13.35%.
All right, so there we have it. We'll list the five funds in their Q3 dividend growth rate. Again, VUIM 8.48%, VOO 9.79%, VIG 8.38%, VGK down 34%. VTI will end on a positive note, a 9.06%. When, Lanny? Last reaction here. What do you think? How are you feeling?
Oh, well, I own the first four, unfortunately for VGK, but I feel great. Again, dividends are dividends. I'm not too worried about VGK because now it's all going to come down to that fourth quarter. Yes,
Love it.
the final March here, and I feel great where the Vanguard trifecta you betcha is. Still sticking to my buying strategy, so I'm still investing no matter what into those three ETFs. My question is how do you feel, Bert, and how does the community feel?
I feel great. Again, dividends from these ETFs have delivered. There's nothing more to really say about it. We went through the numbers here. We went through some numbers yesterday. We're seeing some very positive news on the dividend investing front, and that's really what it's all about. It's about growing that passive income stream. It's about reaching financial freedom. Let's go.
All right, guys, let's rock it out. Let us know how many dividends you received from Vanguard. How many increases did you receive from your ETFs if you have Vanguard ETFs? Let us know in the comments, guys. Remember, flashback and definitely check out Saturday's video as well. Big SCHD video, so make sure you don't miss that one for all you SCHD shareholders out there.
And remember, you're either with us or you're against us, Jack.
That was Bert the Hurt and Lanny from the Dividend Diplomats over and out.